welcome to Pub Sports Radio. Let's get right to it. We got the Mexico Open here this week. Shout out to everyone. I'm sure there's not a ton of people, but way to get this prize picks in. I think this is a great two-pack we have here, Big Show, today. Obviously, prize picks, you know the deal. Put 100, they'll match you. And even if you've already used it, as you probably heard us the last few weeks, I mean, they got everything: tennis, MMA, NHL, basically every sport. I saw USFL on here today, Big Show. So NBA, get on it, make some money there. Like I said, $100, prize picks, match you, promo code Pub Sports. And if not, use your girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, friends, try to get open up another one and match it up with promo code Pub Sports. Hey, 100, turn 100 to 200 is a decent deal. So I think you should take advantage of it. But let's get into this week. I mean, kind of off the last week at the Zurich, Schauffele and Cantlay took care of business in that one and got the job done. Just killed it under par at that golf course. That was the lowest I think that's ever been there. I thought the winner would be right around the last few years, around 21 under, 20 under, but 59, and I think they shot 60 on Sunday. So they killed it. Now back here, we got Jon Rahm in the Mexico Open. It's the Vidata Varita, or the Mexican, obviously the Mexican Championship, Mexico Open, but Mexico Open at Vidanta is the thing. Long golf course here. That's what I'm getting in my first guy. So 7,456 yards, long as shit. So this is what I'm going to get in my first guy, which is Patrick Reed. Prize picks. We only got strokes and birdies are better. We got about 8 guys on each. We got Knox, Wise, Reed, Nah, Answer, Woodland, Finau, and Rahm. My first guy is Patrick Reed. He is 69 on prize picks. I think we got a deal here with him. I'm going to take over 69 strokes. He just has been playing good golf. I was talking with Big Show here in the back that he had this horrible thing of pneumonia last year, and he just has been able to get back. He's switching his clubs. He's changing up because this course is long, and that's why I'm going to fade Patrick Reed, is because driving distance, 285th. That's 195th on tour. Driving accuracy, 59%, 120. His greens and regulation, 63, 173. Eagles, he's 145th. He's decent. Birdie average 67. Scoring average only 71.8, and that's what I'm looking at here. Patrick Reed goes out and shoots 68, 67. I'll go, hey, all right, good for him. He played well. But on this long golf course, he's too short of a hitter. Pretty good around the greens. Always can, kind of save par. And at times can make putts. Hey, he guy's got a green jacket, so he can get around. But just hasn't been able all year long. I wanted to touch on real quick here. Let's go back. So his last tournament was just the Masters, +6. He's -4 at the Players, 73, 70, 68, 73. Before that, he missed 3 straight cuts. He missed the Genesis, the Honda, Arnold Palmer. I mean, just no bueno for him. You have to go back to the Century in January where he was 20 under, where and that opened with a 74. And he shot 64, 66, 68. So I'm fading Patrick Reed this week. I just don't think he's the guy here. I got to go against all these numbers, a super long golf course. His game just doesn't seem to be on top here, and the numbers show it. So I'm fading Patrick Reed in our 2-pack. Take him over 69. Hey, I think if he does, it's great. But I gotta go with what's rolling here. And obviously, we don't have a deep field in this tournament this week. So that's why, like you were saying, Show, that he's high up there in DraftKings, all that stuff for your fantasy, and he's pretty highly priced because there's just not a lot of guys here. It's Woodland, Finau, Nah. These guys are all around 20, 25 to 1. So I'm going to take him over in this long golf course. He doesn't hit it long enough, and his game just isn't right now. That's 7,456 yards here. This is a long golf course. So fade Patrick Reed. Let's get to the next one before we get out of here. Shout out to Real Deal Prime in here. Derek, what's going on, my man? You know the deal. Hit up prize picks. Promo code Pub Sports. They'll match you throwing a hundo. They'll give you a hundo. All right, so let's get to Jon Rahm here. I'm going under his 68.5. It's not 68. We got the hook here, and they're basically the same with like birdies. His birdies would be, that's the other category we have, are 4.5. That's what Finau, Wise, Answer, Nah, they're at 4. Reed, Knox. You could almost go Reed maybe over 4 birdies, but I'd rather go with the score there just in case he has one horrible hole, like a triple or something in this one. But let's get to Jon Rahm, who is struggling. Number 2 player in the world. Obviously, he just hasn't that great of the year. But if you look, it hasn't been that bad. It just hasn't been how so good Jon Rahm was last year. It just looks so horrible. But he was second at the Century. He tied for third at the Farmers. He tied for ninth, the World Golf Championship. And when I'm going over just again through his stats as I was going through all these guys on PrizePicks, he's just too good. He's too good a golfer. I know he's a new dad and he's got his first son. And sometimes that changes a little stuff with a golfer, sometimes for the better or for the worse. But driving distance, obviously, Rahm can bang the ball. 313 off the tee, ranks 11th. Accuracy's 44th. How about this? Our guy, greens and regulation, 73%. He's first. Birdie average, he's 12th. He's averaging 4.38. Scoring average, 27th. I know he's the front runner to win this. Of course, at 4-1, I'm not going to take him here. But I think you got to take him. I'm taking him under 68.5 here. I think it's a must for Jon Rahm at this golf course. It's just that it's such a watered down, shitty field that nobody's going to be in this thing. So Jon Rahm is definitely a guy I want to look at. And I think he's due. He had the Masters. He hasn't played well, but people are thinking this guy hasn't played that well. But the books are showing like he's due too in this shitty field. But I had to go over his stats. He's super long. I've gone over it 4 times. His golf course is long. So I want him there. First round, give me under 68.5. I think if you parlay up with Patrick Reed, a little two-piece chicken nugget here, I think you can get paid. I'm going to fade Patrick Reed. Some other guys, let me touch on a few other guys before we bounce out of here. Billy Brisbane, Willie Beeman, shout out to my guy. We'll be out of here hella quick. Shout out to Slaughter in the chat. Jeff Nah up in here. He's a guy that's playing well. I thought about. I think he might get under 69.5, but Nah doesn't hit it far. He is very plodding around, but playing good golf. A guy that does bang it pretty good, and which I wanted a 69 here a little bit, was Gary Woodland, and he is just 68.5. I mean, I think it's decent, but we're only getting a few golfers. And then Russell Knox, Aaron Wise. We took Wise with greens and regulations. That's what I wanted to attack, but they didn't have it this week. So maybe birdies with him. I still don't look his overall game. He still has a hard time putting. We talked about he drives it straight. He's great with his irons, but still has a tough time putting. And my guy, I like Russell Knox. But we'll wait and see on that, as this field is just not that deep and kind of ugly this week. So last before we go out, hit the like button. Quick video, PrizePicks. Appreciate it. You guys jump in. You know the deal. Hit promo code Pub Sports. Let's go over our 2-pack one last time. Our little 2-piece here. Jon Rahm, under 68.5. I'm riding the horse here. Second player, world ranking. I think he gets back on track. His numbers are just too good in this shitty field. And this course is long. I think he takes advantage. And I'm going to fade Patrick Reed. This one could bite me, but I don't think so. He's just not long enough, and he just doesn't get it done. And these numbers are ugly, like I talked about. 175, 185, 62%. He doesn't hit it far. He's been tinkering with his swing. He's been tinkering with his clubs. And I don't buy it. So I'm going to fade Patrick Reed. If he bites me, but I don't think so. I think we get both of these done today. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Pub Sports Radio. Thanks for joining us. PrizePicks. We will have another one out. Hopefully, maybe Friday or Saturday before round 3. We'll get this out again. And we'll have everything out on Twitter. I'll have my regular picks for the tournament at Connor Mac Picks. I'll have some winners. I might have some first round leaders too, Show. If you were talking about, this is a week I think you could throw out some bombs that maybe on a 4 or 5 guys, spread out your money a little bit, and you'll catch it.
Yeah,
this week.
I kind of like your guys that you normally roll with, kind of when they're on the West Coast. Like I kind of like first round Thangali And then
Yeah.
from Pat Perez, as somebody in the chat said too. Like I kind
I
of
love Patty Perez. Yeah, I love that. I think you'll see him later when I tweet out my stuff later here in later tonight on Twitter. But yeah, I think there's super value in these guys just on this course. We'll see. And like Gokser was talking about on the show, you know, this is a long golf course, so we'll see how daunting it is for some of the shorter hitters. And maybe can a guy like Finau take advantage? I just can't take him to win. And same thing with his scoring and his birdies. I mean, I just couldn't do it. I'd rather have John Rahm. If you're going to give me 68.5 strokes here, give me the under with him, and I'll fade Patrick Reed. We talked about Answer. You know, maybe this be a decent week for him, or Woodland. Maybe. But PrizePicks wise, let's get this 2-pack. Let's get this done, and let's get to the weekend. But shout out to everyone here. Right before I dip, you know the deal. Promo code Pub Sports. Get it done again. $100. I'll match you $100. But that is it. We are out of here. We will see you in a few days. Peace.